Left field. It is out of here.
Hey guys, Mr. Coach DJ here. It is spring of 2022. I know I haven't made some bonsai videos in quite some time. I have since moved to my new home with my family. I have some space in the backyard that I'm going to turn into, my little bonsai corner, my little gardening corner. But right now, that is a work in progress. So instead, I'll be out here in the front porch working on some of my new things that I have to do. Fortunately, I didn't really do a good job of taking care of my old bonsai, so a lot of them had to go, RIP. But I did save a couple of them that I want to see if I could try to do something a little different with them, but we'll see where we at with that. For right now, let me show you some new stuff that I'm getting ready to work on and try to turn into some beautiful pieces of art. All right, so right here we have a succulent. It actually broke, so I had it in the house and it wasn't really looked at properly, but it broke right here on this little piece right here. So I took the piece that broke off and I just stuck it in the rocks and just to see what it'll do, and it's actually still growing. And then this is kind of cascading down and growing still too. So I'm just keeping that alive and just still working on it. Here's another succulent. It actually grew pretty high and then it snapped in half because it was too heavy. And then it's continuing to grow a couple little pieces that are sticking off to the side, but it's just another succulent. It's pretty easy. These are some lilies that I'm going to bonsai. There are 3 individual ones. As you can see, there's another one back there somewhere. There it is. But these are 3 individual ones that I'm going to put in pots separately. That's gonna be a little tricky because these grow pretty big, but I'm gonna work on that. Here is a green Japanese maple. I actually found some small ones that aren't as expensive, so a little easier to work with. This one I bought from Lowe's. It's already bonsai'd, but it grew, so I had to do some more twisting with these branches. This is another one I keep in my classroom. I forgot what it's called, but these are pretty cool. Another Japanese maple. This one, I bought them all at the same time, but I think this one, the soil got a little dry, so the leaves are turning, but I'm gonna try to make sure I keep this alive. This is another one I picked up. Both of these I picked up from Lowe's. I just like the way they look. Got a big old fat trunk. Little leaves coming off. Looks like a little like Yoshi's World type of tree. Mario, a little mandrake. We like to call it the mandrake from Harry Potter. There's another. These are said jade, succulent. This one, and this one all came in from one plant about this size, and it kept growing, so I broke them off, put them into other pots, so they just keep growing. These are they're cool, they're easy to maintain, and just watch them grow. This one, I actually don't know what it's called, but I did get it from the nursery, and it was on like clearance because it was like dying. So I'm going to try to do something with this and try to keep it alive. See what I can do. It does bloom flowers, so we'll see. This is just ground coverage. I want to start using in my pots, just kind of create some kind of scenery, see what I can do with that. And then this was another one I bought from Lowe's that needs to be watered, needs to be maintained. As you can see, some of the leaves they're dried off, but that's just kind of my fault and negligence, but it is pretty cool. All right, so I wanted to show you, this was a Japanese maple I made. It was really nice, it was beautiful, and I just left it outside in this Fresno heat and it dried out, and I just didn't do a good job of taking care of it. But I do want to try something. I want to try this. It's called a sweet potato vine, I believe. And I want to try to put these together and get the vine to come up the branch here, or come up the trunk, and just see what I can do. I don't know. I like the way this looks. I picked this up at the nursery and just want to try something new. So that's going to be my first project on my new group of plants that I'm going to be working on. So yeah, like I said, this is going to be my new little space up here in the front of the house. I don't know if you heard or not, but that dog is barking. It's not really zen, but I'm going to work on my backyard and give me a little spot in the back so I can be a little less disturbed, I guess. But yeah, so stay tuned. These are coming. Appreciate your support while you're here. Make sure you subscribe, like my videos. I have more coming. I'm going to do more than this. We'll see what we got going on. Thank you for being coachable. Drink water.
High drive. Left field.